Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are around the world. My name is Emmanuel Oyelakin, and I'm from Nigeria. And I have with me here today Camille Marotta, with whom we will be discussing the future of esports in Africa. FEJA is about the biggest esports event in Africa, talking about video games, game developers, esports, digital culture, and so many other programs in that regard. So, without wasting any further time, let's dive into the conversation quickly. We're talking about the future of esports in Africa. I have Camille here. Camille, could you please quickly give us a very brief introduction of yourself so that our audience get to understand who you are and what you do in the world of esports in Africa?
Okay, so my name is Camille, and I'm currently for Infinix in Ivory. I'm now based in Abidjan, and so I'm the for the brand in Ivory Coast,
That is good
and
to
I've been
know.
also in Lagos.
Right,
I've
go
been
on,
in
please.
Lagos before also.
Okay, so before we go further on that, I just want to quickly ask you: when you were in Lagos, I hope you tried the Niger jollof rice. Camille, did I lose you?
Yes. No. I'm here. I'm here. Just the connection is a
Okay,
bit bad. So yeah, I think I got your question. Is like yes, I really enjoyed my time in Lagos. Yes, this
I was
is
asking
crazy.
if
There
you
is a lot
tried
of
the Niger jollof rice. Did you try it when you were in Lagos?
uh, no, I didn't try it, but I tried suya. The suya, I ate suya.
Not to worry, you'll be back again and you will try it. So let's just get into it. Let's get into it quickly. I want to ask you, what
Okay.
do you think about brands in Africa concerning esports? We seem to have a kind of slow adoption by brands, coming to join, to partner with esports in Africa. Esports in Africa has not seen so much sponsorship from brands except for a very tiny little few. So I want to ask you, why do you think brands are so hesitant to jump on the esports train in Africa?
Um, so I think okay. I will talk for I will myself in Phoenix. So for us, last month we tried to organize we organized a mobile phone gaming a gaming tournament on mobile phone to get a Paradise game. And actually, I think it's the first ever smartphone. So I think that kind of event is very and esports is a new trend, and we to we really want to connect with Africans, and sport is really an opportunity for brands to do it. Yes, so it depends also your industry, and for us as a smartphone brand is very important to connect with young the, the young generation, because esports is not only a game, it's a lifestyle.
Exactly. Okay, talking about in Africa, we have a very massive adoption of devices, and mobile has suddenly become king. Previously, it was a console, and some people are also talking about PC gaming. But we are now seeing that mobile is like the next step forward because virtually everybody has a mobile device, everybody has a smartphone. And if you look at the fact that in Africa, well, to the best of my knowledge, in Nigeria, data prices are crashing because of the competition between telcos. So we see people being able to, have phone and also, substantial data on their devices for them to be able to take part in mobile competitions. So if I may ask you some of the things, how can esports demonstrate value that cannot trans to jump on the esports train? What I mean is this: is always, put the where it's like an investment advice. They want to put their brand. What value can sports demonstrate for brands, maybe like you, to be able to actually come out and support the esports environment, support it maybe in kind, and to help that industry grow in Africa? Did you get my question?
Very sorry, I didn't get your question because of the I didn't hear properly what you said. I'm very sorry. Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah. Okay. So you work
Yes, please.
for you are with Infinix. Infinix is a mobile phone company, and so I was talking about the spread of mobile devices across Africa, and now today everybody has a mobile phone, and so we can confidently say that the the number of mobile phones in Africa is much more than the number of consoles and the number of PCs that people use for
Yes.
gaming. So my question to you is this: how can esports teams, esports organizations, how can they demonstrate enough value? What are the things they need to do to demonstrate that value that will attract brands to support them and invest in their activities? Camille?
So as you said, there is of engage toward the esports and yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Yes,
Hello.
I can hear you, Camille.
Okay.
I can hear
What I was
you.
at, okay, nice. So as you see, more devices. I mean, there is okay. So there is more smartphones, console, and PC in. So to increase and the opportunity in Africa, I think that brands they should adapt their maybe they should adapt their product for the local market they want to invest in. And for example, for us, this year we launched two devices. Okay, the Infinix Hot 10 and the Note 8. Both of them they are with MediaTek chips. Okay, they are the G70 Helio MediaTek Helio G70 and Helio and MediaTek Helio G80. Both of them they are made for gaming, and depending on the the range of product, is a for mid-range product. You have a G70, you have the G890. So for to sub esport and throughout that to reach your target audience. Yeah, this is what I think. This is what I think about what brands should do to support the esport, adapt their product to the local market, and also in Africa we really need a good internet connection, because without good without good structure we cannot deeply enjoy the esport. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we have peculiar challenges when it comes to infrastructure that we have, power, internet, and pricing also. So I'd like to ask you, Infinix is a major brand in Africa. I know Infinix is also here in Nigeria. They're a very strong brand also. Um, Infinix is looking to partner, to grow the esports industry in Africa. I'm sure not just in Ivory Coast, but I mean in every other country where your company, your brand is established. So I'll just ask you quickly, what precisely is Infinix doing with regards pricing? And I'm asking this question because we know that there are so many players who cannot go the route of console. The new PS5 is out, and it's about how much? It's prohibitively expensive. In Nigeria, for instance, it's going for like 500,000 naira, even more than. So people are not purchasing. So mobile seems to be the comfortable device that people can easily get. But then we also know that the costs of these mobile devices too can be expensive. Talking about the iPhones and the likes. But then, what is your brand doing to give a product that is strong enough to withstand the rigors and the intensity of playing mobile games for long hours, and also getting those devices to your end users at a very good rate that they can easily afford?
Okay. So it's more like in terms of specification, right? So
Yes.
for our product, as you said, Infinix is a player in Africa and also in the country now in Nigeria, and we have strong specification. Like for the Odd 10 and the Note 8. The Odd 10 is and we call it an entertainment device. So you have large screen, you have large battery, and equipped with a good chipset for gaming. So this is contribution to this is our contribution to the esports, how we the future of esports. Actually, if that in Africa the future of esports can be through mobile devices and smartphone through smartphones. Okay, as we
And
organized the competition. Actually, we register like 1,000. Okay, and for us, it was because we didn't expect that much engagement and enthusiasm for this kind of activity. And unfortunately, we could only select 100 people. So I think that next year, if we keep working on this kind of project, and also with the Paradise game, because they are professional in winning, we would like to make this event bigger. This is what we want to do: make this event bigger.
okay, thank you for that response. You said something about mobile being the future of esports in Africa. I couldn't agree more with you. I totally and 100% agree. Because as the cost of consoles and PCs, continue to increase, we are seeing a crash in the prices of mobile devices, and we see more African gamers, going the route of mobile. Yes, and that question I want to just quickly, discuss with you, or a topic, if you like, is this: Africa has a large population, first and foremost. And then if you look at the young people in Africa, people between the ages of, let's say, 18 and 35, we have them in a very large number. I saw a report somewhere that said that Africa has about 500 million gamers. And that's a huge number. That's a huge number. I'm assuming that brands will be looking at this and will be wanting to put their products before this large population, so that they can engage with the community. But my question is this: the size of young people that we have in Africa can be a blessing, and it can also be a curse, because if these young people don't have anything to do, they are not able to express their talents, their gifts, and all of those, then we see them begin to engage in vices. But what can brands do to channel the energy of these young people so that we get a very positive response from them when it comes to Africa as a whole?
Okay. I really think that the big, the big population of Africa is not a curse. Is a blessing, you know. So I think that population is stand for the future, you know. This is how I see it. Okay, African population, and
Uh,
I think.
Go on.
Okay. So I think that the how we can how we can how this can help this young population to be part of this. First is to let understand young people who are who want to participate to industry and esport competition. For me, this kind of this project can help people to develop competition and you know, and this kind of things is important for the growth of the population. You know, because this is the for the success of everybody. You know, to competition and to fight to get a common goal. You know, so I've seen we have the exam competition we organize game. You can see that for team that win Call of Duty tournament, you know, when they win, they were so happy. And this is something that is touching you, you know, like that. Yeah, we make it, blah blah blah. So
Yeah,
this is something very inspiring, you know. Esport only, I think that entertainment, you know, it can be a social elevator, you know. For example, in Europe, there is some school, and maybe in US also there are some schools that are teaching people how to make money with this industry, you know. And we know that there is some very popular bloggers that are making their life better with video games. So yeah, this is my answer to your question.
absolutely. Thank you very much. I like the positive note that you struck there, that Africa's population is actually a blessing. And from my end, being someone who is also into esports, I can only hope that brands would join the esports community in Africa and engage the young people and help them to achieve their aspirations in the esports and gaming world. Now, talking about Africa and administration, especially when it comes to sports, we have seen, over the years, historically, that to a large extent, sports has been very reliant on the government. We don't have too many private corporate entities, in sports. And we are seeing that also playing out to some extent in esports. So, if I may ask you, what are the policies that you think the government in Africa should be enacting to support the esports industry in Africa? Camille?
Uh, yes, I'm here.
Okay. Did you get my question?
Okay, so yes, more or less. Like what governments can do to what government can do to give more, to focus more passion about the to support esports
yes,
in Africa.
in Africa. Yes.
Okay, so we believe that government is a major player in this new industry. You know, they have to make, they have to, they have to be try to make more efforts, uh, more effort to understand the real fit for them also to be interested in this new industry. But what they can do, I don't think I'm the right person to. I'm not the right person to say, okay, this government should do this or it should not do that. So
No. I know you're not the government. I know you're not the government, but I'm just asking, what are the policies that you think the government should put in place that will support the esports industry? If you okay, let's look at it this way. If you were in government in a country in Africa, let's say you were privileged to be the president of, let's say for instance, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, your president. You as president or as a senior member of government, what would you do to support the esports industry in your country and by extension Africa?
maybe I will start with educating people about this industry. Maybe creating some, I don't know, maybe some schools, IT, because actually maybe more schools related to esports is without IT there is no esports. So
True.
maybe encourage young people to learn more about it. Like train people and train people about all these new technologies. Yeah, I think this will be a first step. This will be a first step for the future of Africa.
Very
More IT
beautiful.
knowledge.
Yes, and I totally agree with you on that also because for you to be in esports, you need to understand basic technology. Esports has its own language, it has its own culture, so if you are playing in that field, you need to understand how things work. You're using mobile devices, you're connecting to a network, you're creating a LAN, all of those things, come with the terrain of IT. So I totally agree, there's the need to have those basic knowledge, about how devices communicate with one another. So yes, that's a good one. Before we round off, I just have two more topics that I want us to quickly talk about, and one of them is this: as a brand, as a brand, what would you like to see happen more for you to even give more support to the esports industry in Africa? What is that thing that if you had more of them happening, it will encourage you to even do some more for esports in Africa?
Mm, um, I think more activities, like more competition, more maybe news news related also, like more awareness about this industry, like maybe some specific information for this for esports. Yeah, like build more awareness for people will help brands also to see their interest on this on this.
Okay, thank you for that. So, for our viewers watching us at this moment, you've heard it from Camille. If you want Camille and Infinix and other brands to support esports more, we also need to up our game. We need to come online some more, run more tournaments, get many more people involved in the ecosystem, grow your ecosystem within your country, and we would have many more people coming to, many more brands coming to support esports in Africa. So, Camille, my last question to you is this: where do you see? Okay, no, second to the last question. There's one more question I would like to ask. Very pertinent. If I don't ask that question, my viewers will not forgive me. But I'll keep that one for last. Let me just ask you this one. Um, we have this issue with Africa being excluded from global events. Every now and then, you hear of events like LCS. You hear regions being called NA, North America, SATAM, South America, LATAM, Latin America, SEA, Southeast Asia, and all of those. We never get to hear anything about Africa. That's number one. Then number two, there's been this clamor for servers to be deployed in Africa so that we can improve the gaming experience that gamers have across Africa. But we are not seeing those things happening. And African gamers are complaining, they are crying to say, we need these servers in Africa. Latency and ping does not favor Africans when they go to play, in global events. We've had people, for instance, in FIFA. We had this. We have some wonderful talents in Africa. There's this guy from Ghana. I can't remember his name now. Oh, just escaped my mind. There's Dex in Senegal. And these guys are doing excellently, in FIFA. But when it comes to global events, they never get that invitation. In your journey so far in esports in Africa, what do you think are some of the barriers that are preventing this from happening? And also, what can be done on the African continent so that Africa can join the community of global nations when it comes to esports?
So like the first point is what Africa should do for preventing to be excluded from
Global
like
events.
international
Yes.
global events. If you feel if Africa, for me, if Africa feel excluded, should not we should not rely we should not rely on other continents at first. Let's make our proof. Let's wake up and say, okay, we want to organize our African gaming tournament. We want to organize the African competition. And I would just want to say that we should not wait. We should not wait for others. Let's show people what Africa is able to do. And this is possible with the major players that are on the continent. Like big operators. They have this power to telecom companies. They have this power to make it happen. And brands like us, manufacturer, we also have the strength to do it. So it's just, let's do it, and don't wait. No, don't wait for others to give you the opportunity. Once you create the event, and they see the engagement and the enthusiasm, they will follow you. We should not wait for others to do it for us. Just do it. And you can see that, for example, brands like Infinix, we are ready to invest more in this field, okay? Because in the future, most of our devices, they will be equipped with this kind of technology, that will help mobile gaming. So eventually, is they are playing on PC or on console.
Yeah.
But why not playing? Why not on also something special?
Right. Okay, and that is why we've got to celebrate people like Siddiq and what he's doing with FEJA in Ivory Coast.
Yes.
And FEJA is even it has outgrown Ivory Coast now. It's becoming a continental and global event. So someone like him, he's not waiting for someone to do something for esports in Africa, he's taking the initiative and driving it.
Of
You know,
course.
and that's why we have so many other heroes like that in Africa. People like Kwesi in Ghana, Douglas in Kenya. We have Thomas in Zimbabwe. I'm here in Nigeria. You know, Othman in Morocco. We are all trying to, you know, see what we can do for ourselves and not be reliant. Let's not wait for anybody to do it for us. We do it by ourselves. My last and final question to you is this: very short and brief. Camille, in 5 years' time, where do you see Africa Esports?
In 5 years' time, how I see esports in Africa, right?
Yeah, where do you think Esports Africa will
Um,
get to?
mm, Africa will be at the top. Yes,
Wow, lovely.
if we put yeah, if we put the sports the means, then why could we not be? Why can we? Sorry for my English.
It's cool.
Why can't we be? Why can't we be at the top?
Wow,
So I
I
think
love
that.
that.
So I think that in 5 years we can compete with whatever continent. Yeah.
I love that. That's a very positive note, and I share in that optimism. I totally believe that Africa can be at the top. We've seen Africa hold their own in different events. Africa has played intercontinental events. We've won. You know, we have events springing up here and there. We have even governments coming to support esports. In Nigeria, for instance, our Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports actually recognized esports as a national sport that is officially recognized by the government, and they are supporting also. So we are seeing the growth trajectory happening for Africa, and it's an exciting time for us to be alive. However, we have come to the end of this session for now, and I think we'll be handing over to the organizers for the next session of the show. It's been a wonderful time talking to you, Camille. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you so much,
Thank you,
and we hope to
Emmanuel.
have you
Thank
around
you.
again some other time. Thank you, viewers. This is all for now on this session, and the next session will start very shortly. Thank you for your time.